Hey party people, Panda Brady here again, and today's party is more Anima, Gate of Memories. Let's take a rest, because sometimes we can... Well, first let me save, of course. And slot 3. And... oh, there's nothing to say right now. Okay. Good to know. Ah. So, I assume we have to light each of these up, beat a big boss. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 30 bosses plus 2 final bosses, I assume. This is gonna be a long game then. Wow, I actually wasn't expecting that. It's an action RPG, so I guess I should have expected something like that. Oh, what'd I do? Elianai Grimoire is the founder of the Order of Nathaniel. That's right, we talked to her. Oh.
Bearer of calamities, I felt your presence.
Lord Romeo?
Exet, are you kidding, babe? The damn Supreme Inquisitor here?
Wherefore art thou, Romeo?
Shut up!
I am outside the building. Our forces, our armies, Nathaniel, the Inquisition, they are all here. I used all my power to create this gap that allows us to communicate, but it is unstable. We must be brief.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
My lord, lady, she's dead. And the artifact is still missing. But it's just a matter of time before I...
Silence. What is happening is much more serious than you think. Far more than any of us ever thought. Just one person predicted it. And now we're too late. The whole world is in chaos. Many of the rules of reality are breaking. And this place is the source of everything.
I'm sorry, my lord. I don't understand.
The book you had to recover, the Biblos, was a collection of prophecies made by Harel Grimoire. They described certain conditions that would cause the end of the world. The object itself was unimportant. What mattered was the content. According to her omens, when a certain number of unique entities were reunited, they would bring about the end of all existence. For centuries, we have called these creatures the Messengers of the End, a suitable name for those who are considered the harbingers of the world's destruction. However, we never exactly understood all the intricacies of the prophecy, nor were able to locate all of the messengers. Until now.
My lord?
They are coming, bearer of calamities. Many are already here. This place is attracting the messengers to its core. We don't know how or why, but these creatures are meeting here for the first time. But we cannot enter. The tower is not in the same reality I am, where any of us are. Before me, there are only ruins and desolation. But you are already inside, which only means one thing. You are the last resort we have. You are my weapon. The darkness that devours darkness. My instrument of destruction. Find them. Annihilate them. All of them. Or the world will not see many more sunrises. We will try to stop them here before they arrive. But many will enter through the crevices between realities. Now go, Hunter of Shadows. You have much to do.
I already feel like this is going to be one of those stories where good guy has me do all the stuff to prevent the world from ending just so he can steal the power of some super entity and become basically a god.
Romeo! Romeo! Wherefore art thou, shithead Romeo?
They made the same joke. I called it like 2 minutes in advance. Oh, hey, a gate opened. That means I can actually do stuff. I didn't get near that earlier, I just went under here. Or maybe that's what happened, I got too close and it just pulled me in. What is this way? I do wonder. Another loading screen, of course.
If that thing says something like, it's dangerous to go alone, I will kill him.
Oh my goodness. Stop with the references.
Welcome to this, my humble room. My name is Velez. It is a pleasure for me to meet such distinguished guests. A monster without fate and a young lady who has lost everything. Calm down, you have nothing to fear. I'm not an enemy. Though I suppose I would not consider myself an ally either.
I'm kind of a middle ground, a merchant, if
I
you
am
will.
neither a memory nor a guest of the tower. You could say I'm a simple intermediary.
He speaks the truth, baby. I feel no hostility from him. In fact, I don't feel anything from him at all.
I know, but I can't help being uneasy. There's something strangely familiar about him. Velez was your name, right? Excuse me if I was rude. The truth is that it's been a difficult day.
Do not worry, my dear. Under the circumstances, it's logical that you're confused. You're not the only one here who feels this way.
Buy. Weapons. Oh, we can... Okay, cool. Demon Katana. Does this put demon soul, even trapped there, the creature... The right eye and the left eye. Second of the two witch weapons, a cursed sword, which increases its magic power, absorbing the strength of its own user. Or a cursed sword, which increases its power, absorbing the magic energy of its owner. So basically, it comes out as a plus 10 on both. Deimos. Okay, there are quite a lot of weapons. I will hold off on those. Let's buy an artifact, or at least look at them. Okay, cool. Actually, I need to talk to you. What is this
If you mean the
place?
tower, it has many names, but I think that it would be appropriate to call it Arcane. A place where the real world and the dream are part of the same side of the coin. The chamber, as I told you before, is Labyrinthos, my humble home. If you mean
Oh,
the
whoops.
Me? I'm just I am not allowed to interfere. That is what the rules of the existence dictate. I won't help you, nor will I stand in your way.
But you'll still sell me weapons and items. Odd. Okay. There's an ice door here. Some free money. Ooh, what is this? Nothing. Okay, well, I know where he is now, so if ever I want to buy something, I can just go back to him. This is a rather large game, larger than I thought it would be, at least. And there's the core, which I can use to talk to Romeo. Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? And this is floor 3. 2. And 1. So I assume I have to stick with 1 for now. Just because the other places will probably be too high in level for me. Also, I never went this way. So, what is this?
These seals are really powerful. I don't think that we can open them, baby.
Okay, it was nothing. Absolutely nothing. Stupid. You so stupid. I'm sorry, I keep I keep referencing UHF. It's just because it's like one of my favorite movies. One of. Hello. Goodbye. Awesome. Okay, not a whole lot to this area still. So now I guess I'm just going to be running around looking for what I'm supposed to do. Come on, there we go. Okay. Well, that was a whole bunch of nothing. Nothing to it. Not much needed to be done there. Oh, there's a room that I haven't been in yet. Another life fragment. More puppets, more puppets, more puppets. Ah, another memory. If I can... There we go.
Nascal entered the hall where the Council of Brax was taking place. The greatest artists and creators of the world met once every decade under those walls. Different civilizations, even non-human creatures were there to show the wonders they had created over the years. Naturally, only the very best could attend, those whose fame had crossed all frontiers. For many of them, just having been invited represented an honor. But to Nascal, it was quite the opposite. They should feel honored by his attendance. The puppet master walked through the room, trying to pass unnoticed. He paid little attention to several uninspired works that only reminded him of why he was superior to everyone else. Nascal smiled ruefully. Although he did not expect too much from others, he had wished to find something to at least rival with his talent. Lost in those thoughts, a distant word caught his attention. Someone had mentioned Gaudeamus, the creator of wonders, whose fame had reached even Nascal's ears. Apparently he had also been invited, and a group of people were talking to him not too far away. Interested by his fame, Nascal approached him to share some anecdotes with a fellow genius. To his surprise, the legendary creator was much younger than he had expected, and was quick to shake his hand and exchange a polite greeting. Nascal was about to ask about the works he was exhibiting in the council, when the whole room became silent. Everyone whispered that Gaudeamus had just arrived. At that moment, the confused Nascal understood what they meant, and a chill of terror ran through his spine. The person he was talking with was not a living being, but a doll. Work of Gaudeamus was what he had heard the people say before. Even if it was only for a moment, the mere idea that he had not noticed such a thing overwhelmed the mind of the puppet master. Frantically, his eyes began to gaze closely at all the works exhibited by Gaudeamus. The mere sight of them burned his retinas. but at the same time, he was unable to look away. The feeling of anxiety that oppressed his chest grew until it became pain. He even had trouble breathing in the same room that stored such wonders. Unable to wait anymore, he staggered out of the room and did not stop running until he was outside. Then, Nazcal cried and laughed as hard as he could. He had been blind all this time. In his egotism, he thought he was on top of the world when he was only standing on a small hill. Only in that moment did he realize that his work was far from having reached its full potential. That night would change his life completely. He would create greater works. He would surpass Gaudamus, surpass them all. From that moment, his obsession would be perfection.
Well, that is quite a story. So this guy created a mansion of puppets because he was jealous. I mean, he liked puppets to begin with, but he became jealous of other people's work. Very interesting. And now I have to go through the spikes again, don't I? I sure do. Oops. Okay, I made it through there safely. Cat mask.
I have no importance. There is nothing I can do for you. My husband.
Do not free her. I will free her husband. And then I will free her later. But I wonder, because you have...
I am the one who devours everything. The one who stands over greed.
Yeah, I'm not gonna free you.
I am nobody.
I will free you, sir. Because your wife so desires it. Okay, magic does not break pots. Good to know. Alright, now that I've freed one person, does that change anything? Do I need to speak with her?
I have no importance.
Okay, and you are obviously Nazcal.
Everything is confusing.
You're obviously Nazcal because you're a creator and you're in a room with puppets. Though they did say they're not in their right room, so it's possible that he might not be Nazcal. And I don't understand why that hallway would be there, unless it's like some importance that I don't quite get yet. Okay, well, now into the next area, I suppose. More of these. Ah. Ugh. Dang it. Okay, stop. Go. Ah. How did I get through here earlier? Dang it. Whoa. Dang it. Oh. That was my bad. Whoop. Whoops. Come on. Why is this so much more difficult now? I made it through easy earlier. Dang it. Okay, fine. Great. I'm actually trapped. Whoa, don't go that way. Continue. Oh my goodness. Okay. Made it through that time. And what was over here? Wasn't it just the claymore? Yeah. Yeah, that's all that was here. Step, 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 step. Okay. Maybe now that I know some of the names like Nazcal and Gadamus, maybe that will help me with the painting puzzles. The great artist Nazcal. Oh, it was Nazcal, not No Seal. There we go. Wow, I feel like an idiot. There we go. That guy's dead. Some of these guys, really simple how to kill. Some of them, not so much. Okay, then this must be Gadamus, which is G-A-U... D-E-A-M-U-S? I may be wrong here. Let's see, is S here? Okay. God... M maybe? And A. Or maybe I've got the A and the E mixed up. What is his name? Memories.
They say that 1 in every 1,000. Nascal entered the hall.
Let's see.
where the Council of Brass was taking place.
Gaudemus. That wasn't right, was it? Also, I wish my dogs would shut up.
Nascal entered the hall where the Council of Brass was taking place.
Gaudemus. Demus. Okay, there we go. I got it that time. Jeez, why was it so difficult to remember how to spell his name? Oh, I got another prison key. Awesome. Also, I didn't even notice these stairs here. I forgot about them. I forgot I had unlocked that. Mansion of Puppets. Whoa. Hi. There we go. Alright. Hey! I got the right eye. Which I will equip to him. There we go. What is this? The place where everything began. Why Metatron? Back to the memories.
They say that 1 in every 1,000.
An opera.
And 1 in every million. An unparalleled genius. Nascal Mayorin is 1 in a billion. Since childhood, he showed an inordinate talent to create. A skill that surpassed even the greatest masters of the world. With such a gift, there was never any doubt that, if he wanted, he could have become anything that he desired. But Nascal did not care for such things, for his only passion was
Let's
the
see.
marionettes. When he was a little
Parents
boy,
took him to a theater. Will that work? Theatre. No. I mean, unless T is in here. Nope, never mind. It must be another memory later on, so. What is in here? Oh, another memory. What do you know? Oops. Oops. I will be quiet while this third memory gets read.
Nascal suddenly awoke. For months, he had been unable to sleep well, and that night had been particularly bad, something which he blamed on the emotion of being so close to finishing his work. Washing his face, he noticed how terrible he looked in the mirror, and thought that very soon he would have to be ready to return to society. Nascal was unsure of how much time had passed since he had visited the Council of Brass. After that night, he invested his vast fortune in creating a secluded mansion away from the civilized world. A huge and well-equipped workshop in which he could devote body and soul to his work, free from distractions. It had been years, or maybe even decades, since the last time he had contact with another human being. But loneliness meant little to him. All that mattered was that he was close to reaching his goal. Over the years, just improving his creative talent wasn't enough for Nascal. His goal was much higher. He devoted day after day to research the same process Gaudeamus developed to make his works, becoming an unrivaled expert in lost science and supernatural rituals. With such unusual tools, he managed to create countless animated puppets, which were able to move by themselves, the very ones that now protected his mansion and took care of its maintenance. But they were all just prototypes for his definitive work, the ultimate puppet. An artificial being so perfect, it would not be aware that it was not alive. Nascal solemnly went down to the heart of his workshop, where his most valued masterpiece waited for him. On the table was a body. Any observer would think without a doubt that it was a true human being. It had the same appearance as its creator, as identical as 2 drops of water. The master puppeteer smiled. In his next encounter with Gaudeamus, it would be his marionette that greeted him. An ironic joke that only he would be able to understand. After reviewing the status of the project for hours, Nascal determined that it was only a matter of days until it was finished. Only a few pieces were missing, which should be stored in his secondary workshop. With unusual anxiety, he walked to the north wing in search of them. It had been a long time since he had visited that area of the mansion, and he was not even really sure of why he stopped going there. Upon entering the room, the master puppeteer was struck by the terrible state of the place. He didn't remember having forsaken it for so long. Without giving it too much thought, Nascal walked to where the pieces were stored, but he saw something in his way which puzzled him. There, sitting in the workshop, was a corpse, holding the parts Nascal had come for. His flesh, rotted and dried, was in pretty bad shape, suggesting that it had been in that place for a long time. Surprised, Nascal approached to examine the body, but before he could do so, the puppet master became completely paralyzed with terror. Because, despite being worn and wasted, there was no doubt. The corpse had exactly the same face as him.
Whoa. That's okay. Okay, there we go. That wasn't too bad. Uh-oh. There's more of them. Ow. Ow. Okay, one sec. Let me just level up here. So I can, let's see, air beam is jump. Yeah, let me get the air beam real quick. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, oh no. Come on. Sheesh. There we go. Golly. Okay, I almost died because they blow up afterwards. I did not know that. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. Dive attack. Yes. Because, I mean, that's extremely regular stuff to have. I want him to get his launcher and him to get his... Come on. Dive attack. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Oh, right, Borgel something or other. How did they spell it? Let's see here.
Mascal suddenly awoke.
Borlage. B-O... U... R... L... A... G... E. There we go. And what did that do? Seems it did nothing. At least to my knowledge, it did nothing. So those red symbols mean, hey, there's a trap here. Watch out. Oh, wow. Well, I am way over time. So, I'm gonna end this here. Like and favorite if you enjoyed. Subscribe to become a part of the Panda Party. Because there ain't no party like a Panda Party. Because Panda Party don't stop. And I'll see you guys in the